EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the visiting team and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Ready! Ready!
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Go! Ready!
Back to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go. Check. Check go.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll work against the blitz. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to score a pick six. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Back to the air following that pick six. Throw to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hold it ready.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Hold the check.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Austin's there to haul it in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll go play action. He rolls to his right. Gets it downfield, on target to Ncaa. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Down with the screen to Johnson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Johnson again. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Go. Let's go.
They're going to try to throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll throw. First play with Nicks. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Within 25 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this.
He loses the football, and he falls on it, so they're going to keep possession and a chance to add to their lead. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. There's the fake. Here's Nicks. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, Kate, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. They're down to their final one in this half. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Nicks from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Nicks, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to work it to the 20. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Nicks now to throw. This is Ingram looking left side. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Harvey. And he ends up losing yards. This is out of bounds for a loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. looking for another loss. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Lutz is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40.
Tag! Unlock line! Hot 70! Hot.
Now an inside give to Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Pass play coming here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jalen Moore on the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got his man. This is Austin. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go!
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Let's go now! Ready!
Johnson up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on!
Setting up to throw. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes it the impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Go! Go!
He's going to throw it. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get their first points of this game just before halftime. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Steelers 7.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Play action with Nix. Oh, put him in the spin cycle. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready.
Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be first down Houston.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Motion.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep them in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish them. Job well done.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Almost set.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't fast long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic, that's not even good acting.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That's sack number 2 for this guy, and we've got plenty of game left for him to keep wrecking it. And this is where offensively now you've got to do something. You got to make an adjustment. You got to slide to him. You got to chip to him because this defensive end has been a nightmare.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19.
Ready.
Now looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Got it. Ready.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Next. Ready.
They're going play action. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going with Johnson here. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready!
Trying to throw this from the gun. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. He gets loose down the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Motioning the tight end left. Nix with it on 1st. Complete. It's Ingram. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Motioning left is their running back. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
The Get to Johnson, start this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's the Steelers with it and trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Caught by Warren at the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here it goes. Got to have this on 4th down. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready.
They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. He's got it at the 6! And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Get it.
Still sticking with the passing game. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Pass play now. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Steelers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Moore finds his back. Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, second down. Nix. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Peyton Wilson! And the Steelers have some new life in the fourth!
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. It's a screenplay to Warren. Has some space inside the 15. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a fourth quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Rolling from the gun here. Risky throw, it's intercepted! Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Let's go. Ready.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Ready.
Looking in the air here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Ready.
Now it's Johnson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 5. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Oh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
The tackle.
Line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Come on, come on.
Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. This is Ncaa bringing it right side. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a ball. You still feel paralyzed of ups and track. Friends just having kids.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Cowboy 80. Ready, hut. Back go. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Bombers. Hold on, son.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. That's incomplete. They tried to pick up the 1st down with a little gusto, but maybe a little bit too much. Now we've got 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
Captain. Ready.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points. As that one falls, Brock, instead, just a turnover on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Here we go.
No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock.
Ready, ready?
Here's a design run. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.